Chosen ones, God sent you a direct message. If you ignore this, everything will disappear. In the quiet town of Eldridge, there lived a young woman named Aria. She was ordinary in every way, worked a dead-end job at a coffee shop, scrolled endlessly through her phone, and chased fleeting distractions to fill the emptiness inside her. But deep down, she always felt different, like she was meant for something greater. She just didn't know what. One stormy night, as thunder rattled her small apartment window, Aria's phone buzzed with a notification unlike any other. No app icon, no sender name, just a single message that appeared out of nowhere. Chosen one, I am the one who formed the stars and breathed life into your soul. I have watched you wander, searching for meaning in a world that offers only shadows. You were never an accident. I sent you here for a purpose, to carry my light into the darkness that is growing. The enemy whispers lies, that you are unimportant, that your struggles don't matter, that tomorrow will fix itself. But time is shorter than you think. If you ignore this call, the gifts I placed in you, the dreams, the compassion, the strength, will fade. Opportunities will vanish, relationships will crumble, and the peace you crave will slip away like sand through your fingers. Everything you hold dear can disappear if you keep turning away. But if you answer, if you say yes to me now, I will guide your every step. Doors will open that no man can shut. Healing will come where brokenness reigns, and your life will become the miracle others desperately need to see. Speak to me. Seek me with all your heart. I am waiting. God. Aria stared at the screen, her heart pounding. She refreshed her phone, restarted it. The message stayed. No trace of how it got there. Tears streamed down her face as memories flooded back. Childhood prayers she'd abandoned, moments of divine protection she'd dismissed as coincidence, the quiet voice in her heart she'd silenced with noise. For years, she had ignored the gentle nudges, the urge to forgive her estranged father, the pull to help the homeless man outside her shop, the dreams of creating something beautiful that would touch lives. She told herself she was too busy, too broken, too unworthy. But now the warning was clear. If you ignore this, everything will disappear. The next morning, Aria woke with a fire in her soul she hadn't felt in years. She opened her dusty Bible for the first time in forever. She prayed, really prayed, pouring out her doubts, fears, and regrets. And in the silence that followed, she felt an overwhelming peace wash over her, like arms wrapping around her broken heart. Days turned into weeks. She reconciled with her father. She started volunteering, using her hidden talent for art to bring hope to hurting people. Strangers began approaching her, saying, "There's something different about you, like you carry light." Her life didn't become perfect. No, storms still came, but everything changed because she finally answered. And the message? It vanished from her phone the day she said yes, as if it had never been there. But Aria knew the truth. Chosen one, that message wasn't just for her. It's for you, right now. God sees you. He knows your name, your pain, your hidden potential. He's been trying to reach you through the quiet thoughts you push away, the songs that make you cry for no reason, the near misses that should have ended differently. This is your direct message. Don't ignore it, because if you do, everything He's prepared for you, the purpose, the peace, the eternal impact, can slip away. But if you turn to Him today, everything will change. He's waiting.
In the sleepy, fog-shrouded town of Eldridge, nestled between rolling hills and a winding river that whispered secrets to the willows along its banks, lived a woman named Aria Thompson. At 28, she was the epitome of quiet resignation, a barista at the local coffee shop where the aroma of freshly ground beans masked the monotony of her days. Her apartment was a cramped one-bedroom on the third floor of a weathered brick building, filled with half-read books, wilting houseplants, and the faint glow of her phone screen late into the night. Aria had once dreamed big. As a child, she'd sketched intricate worlds on notebook pages, imagining herself as an artist whose work could heal hearts. But life had worn her down. A string of failed relationships, the loss of her mother to cancer 5 years prior, and a dead-end job had eroded her spirit, leaving her feeling like a shadow of who she was meant to be. She wasn't unhappy in the dramatic sense. No grand tragedies defined her, but a subtle emptiness gnawed at her. Mornings blurred into evenings as she served lattes to hurried customers, forcing smiles that never reached her eyes. Evenings were spent scrolling through social media, envying the curated lives of others, or binge-watching shows that promised escape but delivered only temporary numbness. Deep inside, though, Aria sensed a pull, a whisper that she was different, chosen for something extraordinary. She'd felt it in fleeting moments, the time she comforted a crying stranger in the park and watched their face light up, or the dreams where she stood on a hill, arms outstretched, radiating light that banished darkness. But she dismissed these as fantasies, products of an overactive imagination. "Who am I to think I'm special?" she'd mutter to herself, burying the thoughts under layers of doubt and routine. One fateful evening, as autumn winds howled outside and rain pelted the windows like impatient fingers tapping for attention, Aria collapsed onto her worn couch after a grueling shift. Thunder rumbled in the distance, shaking the foundations of her building, and lightning illuminated the room in stark flashes. Her phone, charging on the coffee table, suddenly vibrated, not with the familiar chime of a text or app alert, but with an otherworldly hum that sent a chill down her spine. She picked it up, her hands trembling slightly, and there it was, a message that materialized on her screen without any notification badge, no sender's name, no app icon. It simply was. The words glowed faintly, as if etched in ethereal light. Chosen one. I am the Eternal One, the Creator who knit the galaxies from threads of stardust and breathed the first breath into humanity's lungs. From the foundations of the earth, I have known you, Aria, by name, by every tear you've shed in secret, by every unspoken prayer that lingered in your heart. I have watched as you navigated this fractured world, chasing illusions of fulfillment and fleeting pleasure. God. Aria's breath caught in her throat. She blinked hard, convinced it was a glitch, a prank, or perhaps exhaustion playing tricks on her mind. She swiped away, forced closed apps, even powered off her phone and restarted it. But the message persisted, unchanging, as if woven into the fabric of her device. Panic surged through her, mingled with an inexplicable awe. Who could have sent this? No one knew her innermost thoughts, the guilt over abandoning her faith after her mother's death, the secret sketches she hid in a drawer, the nagging sense that life was slipping away unused. Memories assaulted her like waves crashing on a shore. As a girl, she'd attended church with her family, feeling a warmth in the hymns that made her believe in something greater. But grief had hardened her. She'd stopped praying, convinced that if God existed, he had forsaken her. Yet there were signs she'd ignored. The job offer that came just as her savings ran dry, the friend who appeared out of nowhere during her darkest depression, the recurring dream of a voice calling her name in a garden of light. Coincidences, she'd labeled them, but now they felt like breadcrumbs leading her back to truth. Tears blurred her vision as she paced the room, the storm outside mirroring the turmoil within. Part of her wanted to delete the message, to laugh it off as spam or a virus. But another part, the deeper, truer part, knew this was no ordinary text. It pierced her defenses, exposing the ache she'd buried. What if it was real? What if ignoring it meant losing everything? Not just materially, but the essence of who she was. That night, sleep evaded her. She tossed and turned, the words echoing in her mind. If you ignore this, everything will disappear. By dawn, as the first rays of sun pierced the clouds, resolve hardened in her chest. She retrieved her old Bible from the back of her closet, its pages yellowed and dusty. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, she opened it tentatively, whispering, "If you're real, show me." Words leapt off the page, promises of purpose, of being chosen before birth, of a plan not to harm but to prosper. She prayed haltingly at first, then fervently, spilling years of pent-up emotion, anger at her losses, fear of failure, longing for meaning. In that moment, a profound peace enveloped her, like a warm blanket on a cold night. It wasn't dramatic, no voices from heaven, no visions, but a quiet assurance that she was heard, seen, loved. The weight lifted, replaced by a spark of hope. The days that followed were transformative. Aria started small. She called her estranged father, the man whose absence after her mother's death had left a void. Their conversation was awkward, tearful, but it bridged years of silence. He shared his own regrets, and forgiveness flowed like balm. At work, she noticed the homeless veteran who lingered outside the shop daily. Instead of averting her eyes, she brought him coffee and listened to his stories, discovering a shared love for art. Inspired, she dusted off her sketchbook and began creating pieces that captured hope amid hardship, drawings of broken chains turning into wings, storms giving way to rainbows. Word spread. Customers at the coffee shop asked about her art, leading to commissions. She volunteered at a local shelter, using her compassion to counsel those in despair, sharing her story of the mysterious message. Strangers approached her in the street. "You have this glow about you," they'd say. "It's like you're carrying something divine." Relationships deepened, old friends reconnected, drawn to her newfound authenticity. Even challenges, a sudden layoff from the coffee shop, turned into opportunities when a gallery owner, impressed by her work, offered her a spot in an exhibition. Her life wasn't without storms. Doubts crept in during quiet moments, and the adversary's whispers returned, tempting her to revert to old habits. But each time she remembered the message, now vanished from her phone as mysteriously as it appeared, and recommitted. Prayer became her anchor, the Bible her guide, and her gifts flourished, impacting lives in ways she never imagined. Months later, Aria stood on that hill from her dreams, not in fantasy, but in reality, overlooking Eldridge at sunset. The town below bustled, unaware of the battles fought in hidden hearts. She smiled, knowing her story was just beginning. But chosen one, this tale isn't confined to Aria. It's a mirror for you. God, the same one who spoke to prophets of old, who parted seas and raised the dead, has been pursuing you. He knows your name, your hidden scars, the dreams you've shelved. He sent messages through the beauty of a sunrise, the kindness of a stranger, the still small voice in your conscience, urging you towards goodness. This is your direct message, delivered through these words. The warning rings true. Ignore it, and the potential within you, the unique purpose crafted for eternity, may fade. Relationships could erode, opportunities vanish, peace remain elusive. Everything meaningful could disappear into the ordinary. But answer, say yes, and watch as he transforms your ordinary into extraordinary. Seek him in prayer, in scripture, in quiet surrender. Doors will open, healing will come, and your life will ripple with divine impact. He's waiting, arms wide. The choice is yours. Will you respond?